Last week on Trope RPG.
My new character is a terrified recruit.
His name?
Is Private Slime Parade.
You're gonna have to apologize.
Whoa, for what?
You killed my goddamn wife, Private!
Oh, yeah, sorry.
There's a bullet hole that seems to have hit your petrol tank. You get a strange sense that you're being watched.
Hello?
That was that close to work, because if they replied, we'd know they were there.
It removed all pain and fear from your body for a split second, and you're able to bestow that upon the sausage now.
Did you say sausage?
Yeah, I heard sausage too.
No! Somebody say sausage! My name's
sausage.
Peter Sausage. I'm not a military man. I'm a politician. Wait, what if it's not sound? What if it's not sight? What if this creature smells? Like what? It emerges from the ground. As you see now in the darkness, this worm-like head, a muscular body.
4.
4. Your skin leaps from your body.
Oh, man.
As it... Welcome back to Trope RPG, a show where chaotic comedians roleplay through your favorite movie genres. This is episode 3 of Stalker.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I know, Demi's dead again.
Again.
But you did sacrifice yourself to save the rest of us. Maybe me, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. In a real full circle moment,
Yeah.
you killed an innocent with your sitting, and then you saved
bazooka.
many. with
And
your
bazooka as
and
well,
bazooka.
critically. Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot
Thank you,
that.
Mark.
Well, I thought we'd taken that out of the canon of how
No, you just said sorry.
Rando's wife died.
You
No.
apologized.
I apologise for changing
We didn't
the
take it
narrative.
back.
Oh, okay. Well, I apologise again for my existence.
Seems you killed one of these beings, though.
We did.
We did.
We did.
Then you pulled a move as from the movie The Meg and said, "That's just the baby."
Yeah, it was just the baby. I
just the
forgot
baby.
about that.
Yeah.
We only killed the small one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one didn't have a head so long that it reached the sky.
No, I love the Meg.
I love The Meg.
I love shark
watch The
movies
Meg?
so much.
Should we change this to be the Meg?
Should we just wrap this up? Go watch The Meg.
What were some revelations from the last one? Were there any? So you're on foot. Do you feel like your characters are like feeling rage or like vengeance for the death of the last two sort of companions that you've had, or do you think you're feeling fear and you just want to flee this place for the horrific instruments that these aliens have?
Because Rand don't just feel closure.
Rondo feels closer around. He's like, I feel really good about this, guys. What do we say? Should we sing a song?
That seems like a great time to sort of transition back into the world. And I'll say the first thing that happened as you're sort of discussing singing a song, Demi, will you please roll for me? Because I have 2 possible characters.
What would you like for me to roll?
I'd like you to roll the 20, and if you get above a 10, you're going to be getting this.
Okay.
If you get a 10 or below, you're going to be getting this.
Alright. 6.
Welcome back
Man.
to another terrified recruit. As you parachute in, the only reinforcement in the area, a late drop as a new recruit lands, parachute flopping over them. What crawls out from underneath it?
Sorry?
What do you look like? as you
Oh,
crawl
what do
out
I
from
look
underneath
like?
the parachute?
As I sorry, I'm gonna puke because of the burps that I did before.
Okay.
You also
Use it, yes.
Okay.
you said what crawls out from underneath.
Yeah, you did
so
say what.
There is
You could be a
space to
dog.
play, you know.
Oh, can I be a dog?
You can.
A German Shepherd, a military German Shepherd.
Yeah.
if
Oh
you
my
want.
god.
You can
So,
cross out terrified if you want to be like a faithful
dog
dog.
recruit.
Yes.
Okay, and can I speak though still?
We'll say that everyone can intuit your body language in
Okay.
such a way.
I'm not gonna name the dog this, but I did have a dream a couple nights ago
Demi.
that I
Go on.
you can bleep it if you need to. That I adopted a gigantic dog and named him.
And then Colonel Sanders pulls out his headphones. That philosophy really gets into the
And what's the dog called?
Mr. T-shirt.
Mr. Beautiful.
Mr. T-shirt to his friends.
Mr. T-shirt.
You see a faithful hound, a hound that has been trained in military service, dropped in late to support you.
Here, boy.
calling out.
Here, boy.
I'll
Over
go
this way.
Yeah, I'll go over there.
As
One eye.
Is it loaded up with medical supplies?
I'll say, yeah, you do have medical supplies sort of attached to you, sort of like a
the
one of those
mountain dog,
one of
like
those mountain
Bernie's
dogs.
mountain dogs.
And you're able to move, as you can see that you have to keep moving to the extraction point as this oasis starts to.
I'm so sorry.
Do we get that on sound? Are we going into the red?
Some guy's kink is fulfilled.
The absolute.
It's also worth mentioning. It's also worth mentioning Demi couldn't make that happen off camera earlier. And then without warning or reason.
And arguably at a bad time.
Well, at a better time, I would say, for the guy who came.
Okay.
For the listener immersed in that action universe, is really helpful.
There's someone in a bath with candles lit, like with eyes closed, like surround sound, being like, "This is the most incredible RPG adventure story I've ever heard."
As you realize you have to keep moving, okay, this oasis burns down in flames, and as sort of like the sun comes up,
And we've patched up.
you've patched up. I will say with the help of this dog
Yeah, stim packs and like
And
bandages.
sand.
and sand.
And sand.
Well, I packed all my wounds with
yeah,
sand.
that'll help.
We'll say your arm is healed. We'll say like any injuries that any of you were suffering, small grazes. I think
Fine, I'm shining. still.
Now I've got pieces of
You feel
glass.
Oh.
Or because I packed it with sand
Oh,
and then went
yeah.
over the fire and turned it into glass.
So you're more fragile than before?
Well, it's strong glass.
This is a conversation. This is a conversation you're having as you walk through like these mountain ranges in this desert, sort of like feeling the sort of cool breeze that comes forward.
Yeah.
I will say you.
Look at that cow!
There's a single cow.
You see a cow. Yeah.
Can the cow talk like this?
Stupid cow!
I don't think the cameras can pick it up, but there is a
There's a
cow
small
on the
cow.
background.
Stupid looking cow.
background.
Yeah.
You, Mr. T-shirt.
Yeah.
You smell the trail to the extraction point.
Yep.
You smell the like intense smells of your hostage still walking behind you, Mr. Sausage. As he sort of continues to walk onwards, he goes, "They're gonna find us. They're gonna be trailing us. Whatever we're walking towards."
Mr. Sausage, you have to have an optimistic viewpoint about these sorts of things. You're going to go home and see your children.
I don't have any children.
Well, then that's out of the question.
We beat the last one, brother. We'll get the next one too.
I don't know. I saw things that you didn't see at that base camp.
Looks like you haven't heard of old SEAL Team 7.
And we all pose.
Including the dog.
They should be around shortly, but until then, you've got us. SEAL Team 36.
Mr. Sausage, you keep saying these things we haven't seen. Just spill your beans already.
There's 3 more of them. Much bigger than the one that you faced. Much faster, stronger, sadistic. They would take sort of trophies from the people they slay. They have intense senses of smell.
God damn it, he's not gonna get my bowling trophies. I've got him locked up in a safe.
Are you an incredible bowler?
Yes. Because every time I bowl,
Participation trophies.
they just explode. All the pins explode from the strength of my bowl.
Mr. Sausage, is there anything you can tell us? I don't want to go in there blind, thinking to high heaven.
Tell us what you know, Mr. Sausage.
How do we defeat these bastards?
They've been here for the longest time. We know that they seemingly like they have appeared in ancient mythologies and scripts. They seem to have haunted this place like awful wraiths, but they're clearly with futuristic tech far beyond anything that we can imagine. It seems like our regular weaponry, guns, knives, they've seemingly trained against these sorts of things, but I don't know, the way that you were able to pin them down, maybe they're not used to more primitive forces coming against them. I'm not sure. I imagine that we're all dead.
And the dog has a translator on its neck to speak human words.
Oh, yeah, like
it says wolf.
Yeah. The translator does?
Yeah.
Dog, did you just see a sexy woman walk by?
Woof woof.
I guess not.
No, that was it. He
That was
says
it.
wolf.
Okay.
The translator says woof,
Is it broken, or are you just choosing to say
Yes.
wolf?
I think the dog just likes saying wolf, and it's sort of how it communicates and it's used to it.
Yeah.
Woof.
It will translate thoughts the dog is having.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Woof.
I love you, Mr. T-shirt.
Mr. T-shirt, you've grown so much since base camp. I remember you and your 11 siblings.
And as we fade back to imagine the 11 siblings of Mr. T-shirt, we'll cut briefly to an ad break.
Yeah.
And we
Oh, it makes sense.
and we return from that ad break.
I remember you were the run of the litter. Now look at you carrying a backpack of sorts. Amazing stuff.
Boof.
Can you say the craziest things? You really do.
We're still trekking through here. You know that you're out of Rubik's cubes. You're out of ammo for your one-shot knife gun. You have no weapons on you.
I got no
What sort of-
spices now.
You've got no spices. You
Yep.
just have
Which,
no-
unfortunately, you'll never be at a regular grocery store ever.
What sort of primitive are you trying to like gain weapon makeshift weapons out of the environment? Are you just trying to like?
Yeah. Well, given that I've covered parts of my body now in glass, you can see my beating heart through my
that's
chest. I've got, and it's thick, bulletproof glass. I am. I'm glass turning because I've watched a lot of the glass blowing show on Netflix.
Yeah, blown away.
Yeah, blown away.
First thing the host says is, "What is glass?" It's awesome.
It's a little, and he goes, "It's little bits of sand." he's weird.
So you're
Change his
You've got-
character real quick in the intro.
You've got like a charred reed that you're blowing down the end of.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm making one of those, those drops, what are those things called? It's very weak at the end.
Rupert's drop?
Yeah, a Rubik's drop.
Prince Rupert's drop?
Yeah, Prince Rupert's drop. I'm making a bunch of Prince Rupert's drops.
Okay,
that I
yeah.
can
So
hold
you
in
sort
my
of
hand
like
and
have
use to bash.
have the you like down by a little creek pond reservoir where you are just like heating up the glass and letting it drop into the or
Yeah.
you're taking them out. You're sort of putting them into almost like a bandolier type
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Or the rest
We
of
don't have any weapons. We have a kiln, apparently.
It's a nice fire.
flame.
I've gone down. You say there's like a river.
Yeah, like a
So I go and find as many like little different stones of different colours, and I take what's left of my kind of monk hair, and I tie them up, and I fashion some more Rubik's cubes.
Oh, beautiful.
Like stone, and I go Rubik's cubes, simple. Simple and safe Rubik's cubes. And these Rubik's cubes, I don't know how many you want to give me. They're just like they're kind of like a grappling hook, but like they've got like a string attached, so it can be like maybe a.
Yeah, you've coiled like you've fashioned some rope out of some of the vegetation here. And,
Yeah.
And there's as many like they're pretty dull colours, but you've managed to get enough of them into like a ball of a Rubik's cube.
Yeah.
I'll say let's say if you hit you definitely have one. If you hit a tactics of just 3, you pick up that so crazy it just might work
you
every
really
single
don't like
time.
giving me the one that I'm good at. do you?
If you want to try and make one really big one, I'll do that so crazy. It just
What are you gonna make me roll for?
just an 8. Just an 8.
Just an 8?
Yeah.
Not a problem. 11.
11. You have one that's
Yes.
like the size of a
nothing?
watermelon. Double or nothing?
No.
You want to make it double the size? You want to make it double the size for a 15?
I don't know if I want to carry this around. But what is it doing? I don't even... no. I'll take the one watermelon.
Okay. You've got this sort of like large, and you can like move them around a little bit. It gets different effects, it seems, as you're able to shift the rocks around, tangling different formations of the rope internally. Mr. Sanders.
I still have my lint roller, so I go to the sand and I just drag it along till I get the biggest bonker.
mallet.
Yeah, a big mallet on the end of my lint roller.
Yeah, okay.
And if there's time, I'd like to make realistic puppets of us.
Okay.
Photorealistic.
Yes, exactly.
With the lint? Yeah.
With anything. I take off my jacket, I put it on.
Okay, you're trying to make duplicates.
Sure.
Yeah.
Trying to do duplicates, are you? Yeah. Okay.
You look at him. Can I get a just a tactics of just don't hit a 1. Just don't hit a 1.
That's a 6, baby.
You see an intense jealousy and hurtfulness in your companion, Mr. Feelsgood, in that you can tell like he spent a lot of time working on those Rubik's Cube that created duplicates of people.
Is that what they specifically do?
Oh. Yes? That's all right. You know what I was thinking about? What happens if I put salt and pepper with a bunch of shit?
Now, you watch your tongue, mister.
Oh, I'd love to, but I'm gonna. Everything tastes good, doesn't it?
No.
I was feeling good before about us coming back together, but this is giving me a bad taste in my mouth.
Listen, the last thing I wanted to do was step in your terrain, but if you want to make the chicken that I never could, then you have my blessing, okay? But this isn't the time to turn on each other!
Your voice echoes in the canyon.
She's right, goddamn.
Drawing people towards us. Have the duplicates! They're yours. I storm off in a huff.
Okay, you get a mass of like some fabric and reeds and sticks.
And you hear a stone door
You're able to-
slam.
A stone door slam.
Yeah, because I've gone to my
Found
room.
it. You found it. You see. Colonel Sanders found a small cave and is just
And I've locked
closed the
myself
door into it.
Sanders!
You knock on the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Go away.
Should I wait 3 days and maybe you'll rise?
Oh, very clever.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to break the tension.
I've lost everything.
You haven't lost me. Or me.
Woof.
Mr. T-shirt, that's what I need to hear the most.
Crack it open.
I crack it open like this much. Be like,
Just an inch.
you really miss me?
So much.
Yeah.
You stick your little face out.
And I do another little amount, like another inch. I'm something without my herbs and spices. I'm not just a hooligan. Try to make it work wearing a white suit on a hot day.
He's so sweat-stained.
Of course not. Of course not.
All right. Sorry for derailing our plans with a tantrum.
And hey, I love these duplicates. Maybe a little something for you. And he passes you the giant Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. Which you've managed to stuff a lot of this sort of like cloth and fabric into. So now you feel like this is going to make some pretty great duplicates.
This is pretty good.
Pretty good.
It seems though, you will get this strange feeling. As you can hear the echo of your tantrum still bouncing around this valley, bouncing between the mountain hills, and you see sort of like two shadows cast from either side across you, as you see their long necks extending up to the sky, both of them sort of waving their arms in the air. Like,
Growling.
that's what your translator says.
We heard, Mr. T-shirt. We heard.
You see them screeching from up above. What do you do?
Oh my goodness. Where are they?
Up high, probably like 50 feet away from you, right at the ridges. You're right down at the bottom. This feels like an ambush.
Oh my god.
Want to go into my stone room?
Oh, yeah. Let's get in the cave. Sausage! Get in the cave!
He's gonna run towards you. And then he skids as you're standing in the cage. He goes, no! As he points behind you, and you hear this noise. As you hear what sounds like horrible laughter from up high on those canyons, from the two, as it appears sort of blending from a camouflage cloak from the
Camouflage like a
It is a camouflage. It is a camouflage as what
What are
appears
those
to be
clams doing up there?
it appears to be a large sort of shell just cracks open inside this cave, and from out of it, the worm-like alien crunches its knuckles in front of you, and you see the hostage in front of you as a wire comes down and attaches to both of his legs. He goes, no, and he seems to be whipped up to the top of the canyons. You're all stuck in this cave with this alien, with this creature, with this stalker. What are you all doing?
Well, we could probably just get out of the cave, close the
Yeah.
door.
You want to do
let's get
Just
out.
trap the bastard in there.
Okay, this is going to be all individually. If you all are just trying to run from it, it's going to be an adrenaline roll.
Yes.
And the adrenaline roll is not going to be too high as you all go, but whoever gets lowest is going to do a competing one against the alien to see if they get grabbed.
Okay.
Could I...
Yeah?
Just trying to think of something that I could do that's not that.
Holding a D.
Yeah, we don't have to.
No.
Let's do it. Come on. It's time to boof.
Oh, it was on the side. I got to roll it.
Yeah, you roll again.
Wait.
Got a
Oh, yeah, I have
three.
to do the.
I got a 5.
Oh, I got a 6.
I got an 8.
Okay, so you three are able to escape out, and as you're sprinting to run out just behind everybody, you feel a grab onto your ankle as it's sort of shot out one of these metal cables that's wrapped around your leg, and now you're in a sort of grapple between it. What do you want to do?
I scream. I bitch scream.
What sort of scream?
Very Mrs. Doubtfire. What do I have? Hang on, fuck. I'm giving you my big Rubik's Cube that I rolled for.
Yeah.
So I have 3...
I mean, what do you think you'd have maybe stashed away?
Oh, I got some other
if
stuff?
you'd like to.
Okay. Fuck, I'm a monk, so I don't really have any physical
care
material.
about earthly possessions.
I got a...
It's pulling you closer.
I got some
as it-
rosary beads.
Yes.
As you're being dragged back.
I got these magnetic rosary beads.
They're
So
magnetic.
what
Oh,
I
I
do
love
is...
magnets.
I do is I go like this. I swing them back like it's not rosemary beads, it's the other ones. But I swing them back like that, like a nunchuck, and I
Yeah.
try and like stretch them as much. And I aim for what does it look? What is this motherfucker? Look?
Like
it's got the little
gaping more.
pad
Yeah,
on it?
it does have the little pad for
I try and aim it
explosives.
at the pads, and because they're magnetic. Have you ever put a magnet near a hard drive?
Yes.
Bad
Yeah.
news. Bad news. Hard drive.
Bad stuff.
I try and fling them there, so it like hits it and destructs it. And some
That
shit.
is just so crazy. It just might work.
What do I need?
Can you give me a 6?
You can have an 11.
As you see the electricity like flash across these devices, and you see the creature look down, and it starts to try to rip off its like exosuit sort of panel that is here on its chest. As it flings it across the wall, it barrels into you. Can you make still an adrenaline roll?
Yes.
Gonna compete against you. Oh, it's only a 3.
3.
Oh, roll again.
Oh no! Should have just lied
9.
to you. 3.
3. It is close. It is tense as you lock hands, like almost in a wrestle as you push forward, and it dives, and it manages to just dive out of the way as the explosion inside this cave just blows that stone that is partially over it out and into the river. You both land in the water. What are the rest of you doing?
Mr. T-shirt is a very brave dog.
He's a very brave boy.
And I think he wants to run down and like this wormy Dermy has a necky wecky.
Has a long neck.
Yeah, I'm gonna run down there and just be like,
You just throw yourself at him?
yeah,
Would you want to do this with some reckless abandon?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like that.
Well, I think this will allow you to roll with a save yourselves. This is your
Sacrifice
final-
yourself.
If you want to try it, if you want to do this where it's like you're replacing your ally with yourself as you've been trained. You don't have to.
Demi doesn't want to die.
He doesn't want to die.
I just don't want Mr. T-shirt to die.
I
We love that doggo.
don't
Yeah.
want to kill a dog.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's a very brave.
He might not die.
He might not die.
He might not die. He's a brave dog.
Brave dog, all right. Yeah, he's running up and he's gonna
Bite at the neck?
Yeah, and I think so. They're in the water, and maybe it's one of those cool things where like you're kind of like pulling yourself up, and he launches himself off your back with like like dog aerobics.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like as it's bearing down on you, you're splutting, coughing up water from out of your lungs.
what do I
and
need to-
it's about to come down on you, and this dog leaps into the air. I'll say with a sacrifice yourself, this is gonna be low. This is gonna be a 4.
1.
Mr. T, good old Mr. T-shirt will save me. No, that dog's a dog.
He's a trained doggo.
As he goes to slice at you, I'll allow. Does anybody? You can see this dog is about to throw itself to be impaled instead of you. Is there anything that you want to do to try?
What
and
I
defend?
would love to do is throw a Rupert's teardrop and try and get it in the mouth of the beast.
Yeah.
Because then if it bites on it, it will shatter
its teeth.
into a million pieces, putting glass all into its bullshit head.
All right.
Bullshit head.
All right. To save this dog, I'm gonna need a 10.
A 10 of?
We'll say this is so crazy. It just might work.
Oh, I don't have a 10.
Unless you want to do anything to help this.
I
this drop
help.
throw.
I throw my lint roller
Clobber.
clobber.
Yep.
I don't what
To
was
try
it?
and smash into that. Into
Yeah,
the principal
yeah.
And I
stuff.
also try and tell a fact that is like very surprising. So I'll be like, I've never had sex before. I'm a virgin.
That's very surprising.
Yeah.
He looks at this worm's like, this guy definitely fucks. Okay.
Or maybe it's like, did you know that there was more time between the existence of the Stegosaurus and the Tyrannosaurus?
All right, okay.
Than there is
We
in
get it.
human
We get
history?
get a combined.
That or the virgin one.
We get a combined. That's so crazy. It just might work. You have to get a 10 collectively. So we'll add them all up together.
7.
1.
3.
Oh!
So this dog is about to like get impaled onto this spike as it is clobbered by the side of the head. A Prince Rupert's drop flies into its mouth, smashes as it is. Actually, I say it catches the Prince Rupert's drop in its teeth, which stays intact for a moment. You think, oh, it hasn't exploded. And as you say that you're a virgin, it crunches down on it out of surprise, like it grits its teeth, and it explodes into its mouth and stumbles back into the water. It seems to have been severely hurt as some of the glass shards have fired out through outside of its neck. And you can see what appeared to have been scorched or burnt away by the explosion before. You see now it has sort of iridescent blood that is like pooling on the top of the water like oil as it sort of lies there in the ground. It is severely injured as it...
Oh, can I take it hostage?
You can try.
Yes. I want to put my grab it like this, for the audio listener.
You're putting it in like a
in a headlock, basically, and
which is going to be hard given it's just smooth worm all the way up.
There's a lot of
a lot of wrestling it.
It's like I'm on a fireman's pole the whole time.
You know those kids' toys where you grab it and it slides into
Yes,
itself and
definitely.
you can't like keep hold of it? Those
yeah,
squishy
yeah,
ones?
Yeah, but like I also
That's
get
definitely
my
what they're used for.
But yeah,
and I
okay,
wrap my legs around it too.
Okay, so you fully like Krav Maga, like
Yes.
wrapping around.
And I'm
this
yelling
creature.
like, I got one of your trio, you sons of bitches!
You screech out.
Yeah.
You see the worm that you're holding onto injured.
Yeah.
What are you all doing? You seem to have got it.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll say we'll get roll an adrenaline for me. Just don't get a 1 because it is stunned. 11. Yeah, no, you've got this. You've got this guy locked down, and there's no explosives, no technology on it because that all blew up in that cave.
Can I go and put my hand on some of that iridescent blood?
Oh.
And can I do a quick inspection?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Does it stink? Does it smell good? What does it look like?
Sure. Give me a tactics roll. Give me a tactics roll of
If I inspect it with my ass, can I do it? That's just crazy. 4.
to answer your previous question, yes, you could have expected it with your ass, but yeah, you just put your hand onto it, you pull it out, and it sticks to you. It's viscous. It's blood-like. It moves with the light. You smell it. It does have a strange sort of diesel metallic smell to it. You put it all over your body.
Yeah.
Nice. And then I go like this.
I will say.
As a fuck you to them or to pretend to be one?
We're gonna see. They're either gonna get really mad or they're gonna be like, "Oh, Peter,
See
you
how
got a different."
sensitive they are.
That's so interesting that you say that. 'Cause
Yeah.
as you're talking to your companions about what this effect would be, you would notice with it in your headlock and with your tracking skills, its head is whipping around in confusion.
And I'm
It's
being
moving
slammed
between.
head on either side of
Yeah.
a rock.
It's like a fish out of water.
I want to be stripping it of its tech, by the way.
Yeah, its tackle blew up because it got deactivated by the magnet. It took them off and it exploded.
Right.
What do I notice?
What you notice is we cut to an ad.
Very good.
We return back from that ad to find that you notice that it can no longer see you. The smell from their blood seems to be some kind of a blind spot, and it is able to perceive the dog. It's able to perceive your friend Gruber, fat cheeks, Crushnballs. I don't think I said that out loud since the start.
No, you haven't.
And it can still see you, but it seems to not be able to perceive your friend Rondo and Feelgood.
What?
Well,
Everybody, get in the blood! Get in the blood!
Woof, woof, woof.
Well, I tear the thing open with my bare hands.
Okay, so you dispatch, you kill the alien in front of you. Yes.
Kind of really, like, disturbingly, Mr. T-shirt kind of, like, prances in the body.
No!
Kind of doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you roll around in it like a dog that is rolling around in like an awful, gross
like having
stuff
a
on
dust
the ground.
bath. Yeah. Or
yeah.
like when they find like a bird skeleton, you're
Yes.
like, no,
You're
don't.
like, no.
But it's like, I love this.
Yes, and you're absolutely covered in its iridescent blood.
Yeah.
You tear it open. You kill this alien as it
Can we just slather up like sunscreen?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I do your
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah. You find it stings very lightly.
That's fine.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
But you've done this, and you're left in this valley. You do see all of you. It's pretty clear the drag marks of the hostage that you saved of Mr. Sausage up into the hills. But you're free to do what you want.
Drag marks. Just a bunch of glitter and like one high heel.
Fuck you, man.
You fucking.
No, that was pretty good. That was
great.
That dog said something pretty fucking funny. Just then.
Well, it thought something funny.
Yeah, it thought it.
The translator said woof.
So it has intelligent thoughts.
Yeah.
But why can't it say woof with its mouth? Why must it go through the translator?
It's a smoker. It had throat cancer. So,
No. Well, at least we gave it the ability to communicate. I guess. Yeah.
Well, should we follow the tracks and save sausage?
Sorry, is that how you sound?
Should we follow the tracks and save sausage?
Or do. Sorry, I think I had a stroke. Or do we abandon mission, desert this godforsaken place, get home, and make a life or something? I had dreams beyond this.
Chicken dreams.
And we fade into a young Colonel Sanders.
An even younger Colonel Sanders.
So how old? Like 39?
39 potbellies.
As a young boy.
Well, I think this is only like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
yeah, he was 45.
He's 45.
Yeah.
I guess you crossed the threshold, I suppose.
Yeah. And I'd been in the army for quite some time, but I was on like mess hall duty for a bit, and I was cooking, and I was like, this is what it's about. This is what it's about. And I have just salt, and I'm like, 10 more would, oh no, at this stage, 6. 6 more would be nice. You know what? After my next mission, I'm gonna make a franchise so big, it saves the world from bad taste.
Door opens. Can we get 10 chicken tenders? Can we get a bunch of gravy?
What if I put Tater in that grave?
And we fade back. And you're still in this canyon.
Sanders, we could go home right now, abandon mission. But would you feel right going home to a chicken with just 10 spices? Or would that make you wanna shit yourself to death?
You know me so well. It would make me diarrhea till I die.
We got a new mission.
You're right.
We're gonna find that one last spice. We're gonna get you home, and we're gonna get you to fulfill that order that you haven't done for 6 years.
You're so right. I'm sorry for a moment of weakness.
It's the patriotic thing to do is to save sausage. I can't leave here without my sausage. What do you think, Mr. T-shirt?
Yelp.
Oh, a new word.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure I have my phone on me to leave a review.
Whimper.
Hey, after this mission, what do you guys want to do? What are you going home to?
Well, I like feeling good, but this has made me realize maybe I just need a feel.
Does this make you feel
We'll say this conversation is happening as you follow the trail.
Yeah.
We're bonding.
As you follow the tracking of the trail of Mr. Sausage Body being dragged, and you keep moving through. You move, continuing to push on until you get these tracks lead into what seem to be like a subterranean cave. Like this overhang starts, and then you are suddenly in sort of like a damp, dark cave. You can hear the sound of water, some underwater river rushing by. You are just continuing to follow this, the tracks for this, but it appears maybe it has been lifted up. Like he was carried from here on out, and the tracks become less and less clear.
Like in the poems of the footprints.
I'm not familiar.
Ah.
Please regale
I
us.
believe that's a callback from episode 1.
Is it?
Oh, I don't know. I thought
No, I was talking about, when he's like, oi, Jesus, what the fuck, bro? You left me. I was having a rough time walking on that kind of a beach. Jesus, how come you leave me when that happened? And it's like, hey, I was carrying you, cunt.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh,
you
the one
you heard
footprints in the sand.
Yes, that
You heard
one.
the second one, which is like, but why is it just one set of footprints and a razor scooter? I was carrying my scooter.
I'm allowed to have a go at some point. All right, so you see what appears to be, as you get in further, a mound of like discarded carcasses. Some.
I'm gonna roll around.
Okay. Do you roll around in it?
Yeah, I'll roll around it.
Okay, so your bloody alien viscous layer is now replaced with sort of blood and viscera of
That's
these
the stuff
people.
that they like.
Oh no! I
Rolled
shouldn't
in their
have done
favorite
that.
spice.
I couldn't help it though. I'm a Dougie.
Yeah, I suppose.
Uh-oh. I do know. I wish I hadn't done it, but I did it already. Okay.
That's all right. Hey, group huddle.
We huddle in.
Now I'm gonna say this with a really low voice, so
Nice.
Mr. T-shirt's sonar can't pick this up because it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
We might have to sacrifice Mr. T-shirt to survive this. Now, no one wants to
This
see
is as Mr. T-shirt's rolling around in
Yeah.
blood and
He's fucked himself.
And he stands up and he's like scratching his ear, and then the voice coming out of the translator says, "That weird sniff dogs do."
it says that.
Yeah.
Like a reverse
So it would be like-
sneeze? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
If it comes down to it, I'm okay to sacrifice Mr.
Just if it comes down to it, I'm not suggesting.
No, yeah.
You're not saying we do it early. You're saying if we need to.
Do you want to? You want to just do it?
I mean,
now?
we could just
now.
skip a few chapters and just go straight to the sacrifice.
Weird sniff again.
We just tie it up in a couple of logs, stick it outside, see what happens.
Now, if we were being watched, I'd worry an audience might turn on us.
Lucky we're not being watched.
That's right.
We're
You're
in
in a
this
cave.
subterranean cave.
They choose not to kill the dog immediately.
Yeah, no. We
That's
know
what you all
it's
choose?
there. We know
So-
it's
We know we had the options.
You continue going down through this cave, past these sort of like grim effigies. And as you descend lower and lower, you sort of find that the stone turns from this sort of like organic cave walls to more sort of hewn stone. I think it's ever since I was ridiculed for my speech earlier in the episode.
Because you can't just correct now because you're like,
No. Unfortunately, I know you all hear it.
Yeah.
We got hewn hone around us.
We've got hand-hewn stone, as it's sort of, and you see sort of ancient tales of these aliens coming down and hunting for support. I've never had the most teacher energy of my life. As I turn around, seeing you two messing around, not listening, and seeing.
I'm so
no, go on.
I was listening. There's aliens.
Yeah, say it.
There's an alien around.
Yeah, and what were they doing?
They are
Hunting
hunting
around
for
for the stone.
stone.
They're made out of stone.
They're made out of stone, and they're
Carved. In the walls.
In the walls.
Why? Don't let it go on this long.
There are carvings of the alien hunting different people and creatures for sport over time.
Don't you have to repeat yourself.
Pretty close. Letting sort of evolution take course until they felt like a creature had emerged that is strong enough and worthy enough for them to face.
What does the creature look like in the drawing?
It is yet to be carved.
Anybody know how to draw?
Yeah. I could carve in the shape of a bear.
I wonder if they've met a bear before.
Do we? I want to inspect the walls and see if there's a bear on the wall anywhere.
I'll get all of you to roll a tactics to look for a bear on this. You got to get like a 5 to
I got a
6.
20, babe.
Oh, roll again.
11.
I got a 14.
I got a 2. Mr. T-shirt throws up.
With your 34, you find a bear. You find
Bear's there, guys.
man. You find the most recent carving, and you can see like there seem to be symbols carved above each creature, and you designate as you're sort of working this out, as you're trying to like interpret this.
Sanders men have an IQ of 404. So I can,
so high.
Yeah, I can.
Just
I
So
can,
you can
Just
pick out.
men in your family.
You can pick out the carving of an animal and tell us which one it is.
Yeah.
Not just.
He's so smart.
A moo cow.
It's not just finding the animal. It's also interpreting these symbols to sell. This one fought bravely. This one managed to injure one of them. This one managed to, like, all manner of feats. This one died in cowardice. You get to a bear, you interpret these symbols, and your hand sort of traces down, and you find a carving of the 4 of you. One of them crossed out that it's been killed.
Bobo. That's Bobo's silhouette.
And you see that there is a marking above all of you, though, that you have slain 2 of their number.
You know how I know that? They got 2 lines above it. Wow, guys, I think I found something. These are our silhouettes.
Is Slime Parade up there or no?
There's like a symbol.
Nobody mourns slime.
Oh yeah, except for we flash to back to
his home.
Yeah, and he says,
"Isn't that Bobo's family?"
Huh?
Yeah, but it's a new
sorry.
home.
Where is adopted brother? Where is adopted brother? When will he come home?
Yesterday was a very tough day. Family had to blow out 1 candle on this beautiful menorah.
Oh.
But now I'm afraid it gets even darker.
Oh no! Do not cry.
Is he having too much fun over there? Is that why he not come home yet, my adopted brother?
Yes, he's having so much fun. He's going to I'm reading the letter now. And there's like on the letter you can see on the other side, it's obviously a big like he died.
Yeah.
You can see the things like, adopted brother, I'm having so much fun. I'm going to stay here forever.
Mama, do not cry. At least our dog is safe.
Pierre Montgomery, yes. Everyone, actually come in. I want a big announcement for everyone.
What's up, brother?
They were siblings. They were siblings.
Hell yeah, we were.
Your brother is fine.
Oh, good to hear.
What are you telling us, Mama? Yes, I was outside.
What were you doing outside, you little shit?
Oh, I'm sorry! My brother is enjoying all of that skin. He said it was his favorite organ. Of my adopted brother.
And she bursts into tears.
Yeah, and we fade back to the cave where the dog intuits some of this occurring.
Whoa.
You continue onwards, and you start to notice not just like sort of smooth walls with carving, but even more constructed, almost metallic panels, slightly pocked. But you realize you've sort of come into a chamber that is more technologically constructed. There is something that appears to be a control panel at the far end. What would you all like to do?
Oh shit.
Oh god. Well, can I use my insane IQ to try and discern what's happening there? I look at it.
Sure.
I use my IQ.
I look at it with knowing all I know about this world.
For sure. Give me a tactics. Give me a tactics of for this, just to determine this panel. It's just an 8.
Just an 8. 10, baby.
Nice one.
You can tell this panel as you get closer to it. It is set into like a giant shell-like construction here,
Clam.
and like set onto it is like a series of buttons that you can tell are probably going to open this door. Maybe some other symbols that will affect the environment around you. As you're able to just barely like brush one of them, you see the light sort of come up in this chamber, and you feel like a strange like rush of air come through. You have an intense sense of smell.
Oh yeah.
Can you give me a tactics and just don't roll a 1?
Oh okay. 4.
4. You're not alone in this room.
Shit.
You smell 1 alien smell, 2 alien smell, 3 alien smell, the blood on viscera on you,
Yeah.
and a 4th alien smell.
Growl.
What is it, Mr. T-shirt?
Growl, and then kind of like
You
point thing.
You see Mr. T-shirt is pointing at the control panel itself.
At the control panel itself.
And the clam that the control panel sits on opens up as its camouflage drops and steps out. And
Can it see us? Because we got blood on us, no?
it lunges at this dog
No!
and sprints at you, Mr. T-shirt. What are you doing?
I say fart, and then
Is that the only word in English?
The dog says fart. The translator says woof. The dog says fart.
Says fart. And I guess so. It's lunging straight.
It's lunging straight for you. It pulls out 2 giant like blades out of its arm.
Has it got feet?
As it runs, it does have feet.
Oh, sick. I break a couple of teardrops and throw it on the floor to put broken glass all over in front of us.
Okay, make an adrenaline roll against it. It's a 3.
8.
Yes.
8. It stabs into the ground. It goes, "Oh!" And it spins around, trying to perceive where that came from. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna. Can I just really quickly? I'm just gonna be kind of like trying to run around the alien while it's distracted, going woof 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 woof.
Okay.
Woof.
Are you trying to distract it or run away from it?
I'm trying to like distract. I'm going behind to be like, oh, come over here. Can you see?
Okay, so you're trying to like lead it towards you rather than detect
and it's
any
like,
of your allies.
hopefully it turns its back.
That's
on these
definitely a sacrifice yourself roll. Can you let me give me an 8 for this?
guys. Oh, okay. 19.
19. It whips right back onto you. It seems to be like stumbling with its bloodied feet as it lunges towards you once again. What do you do?
So basically, I've been, since I heard that it's sense of smell, I've been building up an insanely reeking fart.
Beautiful.
You've been eating stuff as you
I have
go.
just been eating dirt and mud. And you guys will be like, what's going on? I go, you're gonna see one of these days.
You just wait.
Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to do like I want to do a cartwheel.
Yeah.
And I want to fart, and it's the most like the century where I think its nose would be. Yeah. I just want to I want to overload this most sensitive of.
Okay, I just want you to know because of that high roll for the dog, it was nearly gonna slice at you because that high roll for the dog. Because of the way this sacrifice self works.
Oh, okay.
If you don't succeed on this dog is going to be killed.
Which we all agreed earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Is fine.
The impact is somewhat
Okay.
lost.
This is so crazy, but just might work.
Yeah.
It's not that high because it's just a nasty fart and a cartwheel.
Yep.
So I'm gonna.
He's not done that accidentally.
So I'm just gonna ask for a 10. Just a 10.
Just a 10, huh?
What'd you get?
It's a 2.
You cartwheel in the air. You shit yourself and fall.
Good ideas.
It's such a good idea. You shit yourself and fall as unfortunately Mr.
So,
T-shirt.
Mr. T-shirt has some last words.
Yeah.
Okay, bye guys, love you.
Oh my god!
As you underneath this dog's rib cage.
Yep.
Fuck. What do you do?
Okay, can I? Okay, my eyes are going like all around like a magic 8 ball.
A chameleon.
A chameleon. And I'm looking for any weakness that it could have, that like, or any option that I have.
Well, you
really
know that
quickly.
Boop.
Oh, what?
It's
Oh yeah,
beep
the
boop.
beep booper.
It's beep boop. It
Okay.
also, you can tell, it is, even though you failed at saving this dog, it does immediately, as it seems to be like being sensorily overloaded by this intense, nasty shitting of yourself you've done.
Like look back at it.
Give a thumbs up to the rest of them.
It worked. It's good work.
So you can leverage that. If
Okay,
any way you want.
good. I go. I'm overwhelmed. Okay,
You
like
gotta go fast, you gotta
like
go
the
fast.
running of the bulls.
As it drops the dog.
Okay, I take off my white jacket and I do like like to you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
you
the
try to
like a Spanish
matador
bull.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
matador,
matador it to disorient it more, so maybe that one of my colleagues could do a better job at killing it than me.
Okay, I'm gonna say to get its attention with this matador, I'm gonna say this is a. That's so crazy it just might work. Given the sacrifice, given the death of your companion, I'll allow this to be a 2. Good luck. 2.
Yes.
It spins around and throws both of its blades through your matador jacket, which is a confusing like mesh of its blood that is on the outside of it and revealing you. You're able to sort of dance between it, so you're coming in and out of its smell-based vision. Also with the stink around it, it seems overwhelmed. It sprints. It fires its like skin-departing weapon at your jacket, and you watch as like the lining just like. Is like eviscerated from it as it feels like intensely. You almost get a sense of fear with its movements now as it turns back and it just slams onto the control panel behind it as it and you watch as the floor gives way underneath it and it just drops into a hole and it closes above and there's a beat of silence as you stand around Mr. T-shirt. This poor canine body, he served so well.
Yeah.
But there's little time to mourn your canine friend because you feel an intense rumble. And you're all rocked around off of your legs as you see the walls crystallize into like some sort of clear glass stone. And you feel an immense velocity underneath you as you rocket up.
Oh, man.
And you watch the world drop below you as you fly up into space. And that is the end of episode 3 of Stalker.
Oh my god.
And just really quick, just super quick epilogue on that. Let's go back to the French family.
Yeah.
And the kid says,
Wait.
I hope that dog we sent away to die never comes home. I hated him.
And that's the end of episode 3 of Trope RPG Stalker. On the next episode of Trope RPG,
We're gonna go in there and go face to ass with these motherfuckers.
We're going face to ass.
Yeah.
But we got 15 minutes before this whole damn ship blows up.
we shall use your bones, your skulls as trophies.
I don't like you anymore. I was going to give you a piggyback.
What?
Now you're not going to get one.
Hello, Mr. Sausage. It's me, your mama. Make it smell like mummy likes it.